Hello everybody, and welcome back to DC Universe Online with me and Hailey Hellshot. And last time, what did I talk about last time? I think I talked about the Batman v Superman Extended Edition. Yeah, that's what I talked about. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, it's been a little while. I think I gotta be honest with you guys. Hold on, let's find about Lunatic Fringe. Oh, I think we just gotta go in here. But I gotta be honest with you guys. I have a problem.
I saw that dingbat Harley Quinn wrapping up cops like presents for the Joker.
Yes,
the
I guess he did.
Got cops locked up in cages.
All right.
Help us bust them out.
This is me telling you guys that I'm an addict. It started so suddenly, just recently, and you know, I go out late at night, and you know, I've gone to some strange places, and sometimes I can't remember what happened for hours at a time, and you know, I lose reality for a little while.
This is the police.
I'm addicted to Pokemon Go, you guys. I'm so addicted to it.
Batman. I wanted to kill.
It's consuming my life. Oh my god, yes. I'm really super addicted to Pokemon Go. Now, if some of you guys hadn't already realized, and I've said it on occasion, I'm 27 years old. When Pokemon came out in the US, I was like 7 or 8 years old, depending on when it came out that year. Came out in 98. So I grew up with Pokemon. I fell out of it, though, towards my teens. I think when I moved away from my childhood home and stuff like that, things got a little bit more hectic, and I didn't collect the cards and do all that stuff anymore. I was also a big Yu-Gi-Oh nerd when that was around. Really into that. And then I got into Magic, so that was kind of like the jumping off point for me, I guess. But yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's like everything else. Like any game where it's like, hey, there's all those things that you want to collect. Don't you want to collect them all? And I'm like, you're mean. How dare you make me collect things? That's my kryptonite. I must always collect things. So yeah, I am glad though that it only limits itself to like the first 150, because otherwise I think I'd lose my mind. I'd be like, oh my god, what are all these Pokemon? Because, yeah, I really only know, like, the first 152 or something like that. Right up until, what was it, like the third or fourth Pokemon movie or something like that? Whichever was the one where, at the beginning of it, they go on, like, a vacation with all the Pokemon to, like, a Pokemon resort. That one, the one where they first like really show off Pichu, I think that's his name, Pichu, which is the small like Pikachu, the first version of Pikachu, and Togepi and all that jazz. So yeah, I'm deeply addicted to it, but it's all right in my opinion. I've heard some people being like, No, this Pokemon Go's a menace. It's causing people to die and kill each other and go out and do terrible things and run into roads and cause accidents. And it's like, well, I feel like anything's gonna do that. I feel like anything in the world would create those same conditions where people do stupid things, like walking out into the road, or I don't know. I mean, there's plenty of things that everybody's like, yeah, this is great, but stupid shit happens from it. Like guns. No offense if you like guns. I mean, in real life, only the people that need guns need guns. People that don't need guns on a daily basis don't need guns, in my opinion. You don't need it, in my opinion. Some people would disagree, and that's fine. But personally, unless you absolutely need it, on a normal basis, you don't need a gun. But you know, people do stupid shit with that. He gets a lot of flack for it. But, you know, we still got it. But I think Pokemon Go is doing really good things. Because normally, when I play games, like, I really don't play mobile games that much. I played a little bit of Hearthstone on the phone, but I can come home and it's on the computer, and I would much rather play it that way than play it on my phone. You know what I mean? I mean, there's not many mobile games I'm wanting to play on a normal basis. Ooh, we got a lock box! What's inside a lock box? I hope those guys don't get mad that I always sing their theme. They should be proud. They created a theme that was jazzy and addicting. And I don't want that one. Doesn't help out my might at all. This one does. We should put that one on this one. Sure, why not? Let's see what's inside the lockbox. The biomech feat, I think. Am I thinking of the right one? No, I think I'm thinking of alien tech. Let's go with the medieval feat. Why not? I feel like grabbing those. I think those would be nice. Maybe I'll give them to somebody else. Angelic head, nice. No, don't need those. Don't need that. I think everything else is good. And I don't know, my inventory is a mess right now. But no other game would get me out of the house, really, and go out and do exercise and stuff. Walking around, exploring, running, jogging, biking. I see so many people out now that I normally would never see. Normally I would never see so many people out doing stuff. And it's crazy, you know? And I get to talk to people and stuff. It's building, it builds like, even like last night I met a dude.
You're not Batman.
He was a nice dude, a little bit on the nutso side, but it's all right because, you know, he was in his own right, everything he told me about. But yeah, I mean, he was out collecting Pokemon with his kid, and I was outside getting Pokemon, and we just started talking. I think we talked for like 25 minutes or something like that. I had to go because my intentions were to come outside for like maybe 5 minutes or something like that while I was making dinner to let it, like, the water boil and stuff. And it ended up turning into like 25 minutes, and then I like totally forgot that I was making dinner, and then I had to run inside and everything was fine. So, but yeah, I mean, for me, especially right now, I've talked to you guys that like I'm trying to lose weight and stuff again, like I have in the past. So yeah, this is far more of an incentive for me to get out, go places I wouldn't normally do, like plan on going to the park and walking around the park for a day. I think that'll be freaking fun. And yeah, yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great. Getting everybody out of the house, doing things. Even when people are like, I saw a thing about somebody seeing a murder happen, or a girl found a dead body. I know it's a morbid thought, and it's morbid things that happen, but normally this stuff would just go unseen. nobody would ever know it happened. So I think it's not great for them. It's a shitty situation to put those people in, but it's great that we now have people out there and there's more eyes in the world. Everybody gets so locked up these days playing video games. Not that it's a bad thing. Video games can build amazing interpersonal relationships. It builds problem-solving skills. It helps speech skills. It helps... I'm trying to think of the other thing that it helps. Eye coordination, hand-eye coordination. Helps tons of things, video games.
I could show you the formula, but then I'd have to kill you. Well, actually, I'm gonna kill you anyway.
No, you're not, Harley. You're a meanie, but yeah. Pokemon Go. If you guys are playing it, let me know in the comments. I imagine almost every one of you are. I imagine so. Especially since it's free on your iOS. Like, holy hell. I mean, there's not a lot of games that are, like, that addictive and free. You know what I mean? Wait, choose loot.
I got rights, you know.
Oh,
Mr.
sure you do.
Jail, get me out.
Where's Robin? Oh yeah, I gotta let Robin out. Robin, I saved you, I think.
Thanks for the help. Not that I couldn't have gotten out by myself. Yeah, eventually.
Bye. Cutscene!
They call him the Joker. But my puddin' is no joke. He has a dream of a world where everybody is always laughing. A whole world just busting fit to explode. Kaboom! So maybe I'm crazy. But aren't we all a little crazy? In love.
I love. Yeah. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that. Because, yeah, I've been spending way too much time. Also, okay. I think Team Mystic gets a bad name. Not Mystic, Instinct. I think Team Instinct gets a bad name. It's the one I picked. So, if you guys pick Team Instinct, put it in the comment section so I don't feel so alone. I only meet people from Mystic. And whatever the other one is that I don't care about. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Literally, at first I was like, ooh, okay, so this means I'm gonna have to do some very specific stuff towards this team. But it literally means nothing. It's just, it's a way to divide people in a game so that there is competition in a way. Which brings me on to the thing I kind of want. Well, I'm kind of trying to decide on what I want to talk about. Do I want to talk about butts? Or do I want to talk about prostitution? Because we could probably talk about both of them this episode. I think I'm going to save the other one for next time. Because it's not the biggest thing in the world, and I think we'll burn through it pretty quickly. Actually, both of them aren't that, like, huge. But one of them I can talk about a little bit more than normal. Let's go back to... let's see what this is while I think of which one I want to do.
We've got the formula, or at least part of it. Good. Oracle will send me the details. The GCPD will take Harley to Arkham, and I'll take care of the Joker.
Report to the Commissioner!
Harley's heading to Arkham. Head to the East End Police Station. Commissioner Gordon will be there dealing with the paperwork.
Dokily, Miss Oracle lady. I think I'm going to talk about the one that's a little bit more pressing and kind of upset me in a way. It kind of upsets me in a normal way, on a normal basis. But, commenter, you asked for it, and you're gonna get my opinion on the whole situation. If you were this commenter, I'm not gonna say names. I'm not that dick.
Now that Batman has part of the
Not
toxin formula,
that much of a dick.
we're one step closer to shutting
I
down the
ain't
Joker's
kinda
insanity.
that much of a dick sometimes.
I'm going to trust you with a crucial mission. The Joker is launching an all-out attack on the new Special Crimes building in the East End. Most of the police are at the launch celebration tonight at the Regal Hotel, so the station is an open target. You handle the Joker's clowns. I'll track down the Joker.
Okay. So there was a bit of commotion in the comment section the other day. Oh, thank you, Cranendor. What? Leave me alone. What? I'm confused about that. I'll have to ask him about that later on. Well, that kind of put a damper on things. Anyway, there was a bit of commotion in the comment section the other day, and I kind of had to put my foot down on it. I don't like to have to put my foot down in the comments because I love hearing from you guys, and I love, just being able to talk to you guys. And I know you guys all have your own opinions. Everyone in the world has opinions on things. And most of the time I would say people are right, but a lot of the time people are wrong. But the question to me was to do a video, or the query, I guess. Get inside here. I'm sure somebody's gonna talk to us. They usually do. Ooh, we could get the detective hat in this. I don't think we'll use it though.
Hello again. So sorry I can't be there to welcome you in person, but you'll see, I left you a little gift.
Yay. Recruit, no!
You need to clear the area.
Okay.
Recently, the SCU started applying
Who wants to
experimental
talk when I
exotic
want to
technology
talk?
to police science. Joker's taken it as a personal challenge. Be on your guard. He'll be on his worst behavior tonight.
Somebody gave me the query of doing a video saying that I'm gay. And I am gay. It doesn't matter, and it never has. I only talked about it in the video talking about the Orlando shooting because it was relevant to that.
Fox note.
And that's really
targeting systems.
That's really the only time it is relevant, is when it's related to that. I don't see how my sexuality has anything to do with my channel. I'm not trying to be defensive or anything. But the fact of the matter is, if I were Black or Latino or Asian, or if I was a woman.
The GCPD launched a special crimes unit to specifically combat superpowered crime. Commissioner Jim Gordon dismissed concerns that Gotham's notoriously corrupt police force are not up to the task. His reason? The SCU will not only employ Gotham's finest, but partner with Wayne Tech to explore ways that exobyte data can be used to fight crime.
The SCU are the best of Gotham's police force, which means only half of them are on the take. Don't be surprised if they turn tail when the going gets tough.
But regardless, sexuality, race, gender, it shouldn't matter in most situations. Especially sexuality. Because that really only matters, in my opinion, when it comes to sex. And this channel is not to solicit myself to you guys. I'm sorry if anybody was upset about that, but I'm not soliciting myself to you guys that way. And some people will be upset to hear that. Not the solicitation thing, that I'm gay, but it doesn't matter. It never has. My channel's never been about that and never has been geared that direction. My channel's always been geared in the direction of making people laugh. That's where I really want to do, or at least entertain you guys in some way with either a fun conversation, video like my machinimas, or just a goofy let's play like my South Park or any of my other let's plays where I try to make it a little bit more funny and stuff. And yeah, I mean that's really the fact of the matter.
Did you expect that to open the door?
Nah, probably not. It's probably back here.
I'm sure the solution will present itself.
Present? Ooh, punny. But it had me thinking because of this comment. And some people's surprise. But most people had the same reaction. Meh, I like your content, so that's cool. And I appreciate you guys watching my stuff and enjoying it as you normally would. Because it makes no difference. Which gave me the idea that I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta be totally honest. Race, gender, sexuality, religion, to a certain extent, even though that's an ideology and not something you're born as. But things that make you as a human being should never affect anything in your life unless it's directly related to that. You know, your sex, the only time that should really matter is your relation to other people, I guess, sexually, or on your driver's license and the clothes you wear, and medical. Those are really the only times that should be like a big thing. When it comes to race, the only time that should matter is on your driver's license, and I guess when choosing what preference of suntan lotion you should use. Surprise! Right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm sure there's other situations where it's very crucial to that, but only because it has to be. You know, we hear all the time about hate and things like that against a race or sexuality or a gender. And the only reason those things become relevant in that situation is because we make them relevant in those situations. Otherwise, they have nothing to do with it. Hello, Bantez! Bantez is cool. He's a cool dude. He's been in the league forever. But in my opinion, those things, the things that make you a human being, that you can't control, that you were born as, it doesn't matter. It should never matter. It doesn't make you a special snowflake. You're just another person in the human
armor is extremely energy efficient.
The human species. You know what I mean? It surprises me every time I hear somebody, you know, upset about, God, you know, right now that we have the elections going on. And I love my uncle to death, but I didn't know he was sexist against Hillary. It seemed a little bit off kilter for me to hear that. I was like, really? It just seemed so strange. Like, that shouldn't be the reason you don't like her. The reason if you don't like her, it should be because you don't like her policies. You don't like her personality. You don't like the way she dresses, I guess, if you're kind of very particular about how people dress. It just seems so strange in the world to me that anybody would be upset about how somebody was born. You know what I mean? Like, we're all born different, but if we weren't, then we'd all be like the same gray mass with no differences. Or we'd be the same, we'd all look exactly the same.
I thought I was
And how could we live in a world where everyone is exactly the same? I mean, nothing would ever be done. It would all come to a conclusion, and then that would be the end. I mean, I guess everything would get done. Life would get done if we were exactly the same. But that's not how we progress as a species. We progress by having
bigger criminals in line. Find one and end this mud fight.
Okay, Batman. We progress by our differences, by working together and changing the world and making it better every day. That's how we make it better. And our differences are brought about by those changes. I mean, that's just how it has to be. So I don't know. It seems so strange to me when I hear people be upset at somebody because of the way they were born. Oh my god. Clayface, stop it, Dickus. If I get him over here, he'll... Come on. Ah. Can I beat him, like, mano-y-mano? I don't think I can. I think he re-heals every time. Darn it. Come on, beat him, guys. Ugh. Beat him, please. Stop him from hitting me, please. The hell. I guess I should not have attacked him at the very beginning. Come on. This is probably going to result in my death because there's no way I can stop him from hitting me. Ah, there we go. Finally. Jesus Christ. I don't know. For some reason, when I hear people talk about emphasizing differences like that, when it's something that clearly many people are born as or is
constructed around a complex skeletal mesh alloy.
It just seems peculiar to me that becomes the thing. And
this is Commissioner Gordon to all forces. The Joker's not going to take the formation of this special crimes unit with a smile. But if he gets you with his toxin, you'll be laughing all the way to the grave. I want all
or no, I think they're in the next one.
And forces on standby alert for Harley Quinn, the Joker's clowns, or any other craziness. Gordon out.
Where the hell? They're this way. And it's something that we've dealt through the entire society of humans. You know, the entire history of being human. There's always been this divide that we build between race, gender, sexuality, and
reach the main frame where Special Crimes exobyte data is stored. You don't have much time. Beat back those clowns before the data is destroyed.
And when that's not enough, we find other things to divide ourselves. Religion, we find a way to divide ourselves that way. Traditions, art, everything. We always find a way to divide ourselves. And that's where the big problem comes in. When we sort everything out, and it's a problem with being human, is because we want everything to make sense. And the easiest way to make things make sense that we don't understand is to categorize them.
Finished? Good. The station
Ooh, I got a mission box.
Joker's real target is the SCU launch celebration at the Regal Hotel. I'll meet you there.
Ooh, that's a nice one. What's this mission box? Oh, I got a rifle!
Meet in the main ballroom,
All right.
where the Joker is holding SCU's top class hostage. The hotel is swarming with Joker clowns and loaded with Joker toxin. Get through as quickly as you can.
Okay. You got it, Batman. What's my primary one look like? What is it? What's the style on this? Heavy stock. I don't really want to carry around a sniper rifle. I want her to have a really big gun. Seems like it would match her personality. Nah. It's cool looking, but nah. Don't really want it. It's shiny. But yeah, the easiest way for us is to categorize things. This is what this looks like. This is what this looks like. This is this color. This is that color. This is how many of these there are. It's super easy for us to then understand things by putting them into groups. And that's where kind of the problem comes in with dividing people based on sexuality or race or gender or religion or anything like that, is we put ourselves into groups and then we divide ourselves. And that's when hate comes in, because people have created this divide between this is this thing and this is that thing. And for whatever reason, certain people don't like that thing.
I got the money.
And honestly, I wish there was a way we could fix it, but there's probably no way to fix hate or anything. There's always going to be those people that's on the extreme of either side.
The people inside are SCU officers. Free them, and the better ones will help you take on Joker's clowns.
It's like YouTube comments.
I was an idiot to want to be a cop in this town.
You can always ask people to like you as much as possible, but there's always going to be, no matter what you do, no matter how you do it, there's going to be at least a few people that are on the negative side.
But be warned.
And that's just how it's always going to be, unfortunately. And until most people kind of get that idea through their head, I think, and trust me, I know a lot of you guys will probably disagree with me on a lot of this. And I appreciate that. I appreciate having multiple eyes and thoughts and minds on things, because without that, then we'd all just agree on the same thing, and eventually that would just lead to death.
Now linked into the global positioning system to provide assistance to mobile units.
But until people kind of get the idea through their heads that there's never going to be anybody, or there's never going to be everybody that believes in everything, then we're always going to be the way we are. The only way to really solve hate and the divide
You're being
is...
watched. Wayne Tech's exobytes are crucial to the battle against crime. Nothing can be allowed to threaten this fight. Not even the Joker. I trust you'll keep that in mind.
Get me out of here.
Is for everyone to realize that by doing so, by hating, by doing all this, it doesn't fix the problem, and it never... Oh, I didn't get that feat. Alright, well that's fine.
You need to clear the area.
It's never gonna fix the problem by hating each other. It never will. And there's no way that we can possibly get everyone to be on the same page and care for everyone. It's just almost impossible. But the hope, at least that I have, for everyone, is that in the future, one day, we all kind of figure out that hating each other is something we're going to live with, but making it so everyone, because they are a human being, has a decent life, and that we don't continuously rob them of joy and happiness. That's when we'll finally be at a balance on that. Is when we cope with living with each other, but you don't make it difficult for everyone else to live together. But that's, you know, in the history of the humans, that's never happened. And so, I don't know. It's gonna take a lot. For me, wow. Oh, I didn't ever realize there were presents on the ceiling.
The Joker
All right.
is paying me to look the other way. I'll secure the perimeter.
Did that guy say Joker's paying me to look the other way? I'll watch the perimeter.
Our power armor employs one of the world's most advanced heads-up displays.
I'm not even on duty.
Personally, I think the current generation that we're living in, you know, some people call it the millennials or whatever, which is dumb because it's just a anti-biased against technology. Technology is what's going to get us into a future like that, I think. Now, granted, technology also allows people to hate without being seen at a longer distance. But it also allows people to share ideas a lot simpler, you know. You can access any information anywhere at any time as long as you have a device that allows you to do that. It allows people to learn more and be more knowledgeable.
This is going to be such a crack-up. But who will crack first? My hostages or you? Hello, Batman. How nice of you to finally drop in. Let's get the show on the road, shall we?
Of course, it does create a dependence on technology, which I think is where people get that, like, anti-technology biases. They say, you know, we're addicted to technology. We can't go out without a phone.
Oh, whoopsie daisy, oops.
But
I
honestly, living in an age where either I had the choice between, if I got in a car accident, I had to try to walk and find a payphone and hope that I have money to pay for that payphone so that I can tell somebody that I'm in an accident or that I blew my tire out or whatever. Or I get shot in the street. And I would have to cry and beg and hope that somebody hears me. Or I'd have to crawl somewhere to find somebody, or just pray and hope that somebody finds me. I would much rather live in a world where I could have a cell phone on me at all times. I would much rather live in a world where everything is connected via internet of some kind, of any kind, some global connection. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we can do that at this point. Somehow, I think we have the technology. Yeah, I'd much rather live in our current world than any other world because, honestly, it's not so great the other way around. We create the technology because it becomes a convenience to us, and it helps us in our daily lives. It's not a hindrance to us.
And now, to meet the star of the show,
and that's why I think maybe in the future,
for our guest of honor, Commissioner James Gordon. Give him a warm welcome, boys.
But yeah, that's why I think in the future we may have a better chance at coming together and realizing that our differences don't hurt us. It only makes us stronger. It only makes the world better.
You know, whether Batman admits it or not, he's lucky to have someone like you watching his back. I've got to get back to the station and see about cleaning up this mess.
Cousin!
Let me tell you a story. A bat saves a scorpion from drowning in a river, but as the bat carries him out of the churning, deadly water, the scorpion stings the bat. In terrible agony, the bat asked why. I tried to save you, now we'll both die. And the scorpion says, that's the point, sucker. Oh, I love that story. Cracks me up every time.
Joker. He's got the best jokes.
Lucius Fox.
I'm gonna collect all these and then I'll finish up my
team on successfully integrating the improved weapon systems. This is Lucius Fox for the Special Crimes Exobyte Research Team. As you know, Wayne Tech is Gotham's foremost technology arm. Our readings indicate the...
I'm missing a blue one.
Touching. Everything's booby-trapped and rigged to blow.
Where the hell am I missing a blue one?
Just kidding. Or am I? Try it and find out.
Huh. Curious. Perhaps I did miss one in the last place. Huh. That's annoying, isn't it? And this one, it always gives me the biggest problems when it comes to getting these fragile blue ones. Tell you what, it does. Well, I'll have to go get it on my own time, I suppose. Rather than doing it here, it's fine. Whatever. Let's get out of here. Then we'll see what Batman wants to talk about. And then I'll finish up my idea. Oh my god, things are bleeping in.
You'd get yourself out safely. The Joker's escaped, but it's only a matter of time before we track down his toxin source. When we do, Joker's game is over. For good.
Is
I'll be in
it?
touch soon. Batman.
Is it? I think the style, but I don't really want
Oracle here.
else.
In case you haven't heard, Brother Blood is inches away from raising the interdimensional demon Trigon.
Oh,
right here in Metropolis. Talk to Cyborg for more first-hand information, and I'll be back in touch.
Okay. I think that was the end of that mission. I don't think you actually have to go back to anywhere. It just starts you on to the next one. But yeah. I didn't really want to make that go as seriously as it did. But I felt like that was the only way I could talk about that without it just being like an episode where I talk about that I like dudes. Nah. It's not going to change anything on the channel, and it never has, and it never will. And that's the fact of the matter. So that's why it bothered me when somebody asked me to make a video about that. In the end, I ended up kind of making a video about that. Yeah, I mean, it's got nothing to do with the channel, and I don't know why it ever would. Of course, I mean, there are people that make their entire channels or their businesses or whatever, their lives, about their differences, whether it be sexuality, race, or gender. And that's fine to make it about that if that's really what you want to do. But honestly, it doesn't make you special. 'Cause you're another part of the human race. And luckily for us, we are a very varied race when it comes to that. And thank God for that, because if we weren't, I don't know where we would be. But I can tell you, it wouldn't be as good of a place as we currently are in. Not saying that the world's perfect, it's far from it. But it's not also just this, like, duplicative mess. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I always love hearing what you guys think in the comments section. Please be honest. I don't want you guys to pull punches on your thoughts to this one. So I expect the comment section to be filled with a little bit more hate than normal. But that's fine, you know? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion in their own lives, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, that's just how I feel about it. No one's a special snowflake. We are all snowflakes. That's the fact of the matter. So yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody. And if you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. And if you're addicted to Pokemon Go like I am, I'm gonna start an AA group. I guess it would be a PTA. I don't know if that works. Pokemon Trainers Anonymous. PGA, Pokemon Go Anonymous. There you go. I'm sure the PGA tournament will not like us that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all next time.